Way back in 1990, Robert L. Go had a dream. He wanted to see all Filipinos, rich or poor, be able to buy their basic needs at affordable prices in a one-stop shop. With a single cash register, he opened his first retail store selling houseware and kitchenware goods in a warehouse-style store at very affordable prices. He called it Prince Warehouse Club. With his immediate success, he started to carry other kinds of items like food, clothes, appliances, and many more to serve the growing demand. Robert Go continued to open stores in the following years, opening in farther areas where he saw a large demand but limited supply of basic goods. 20 years after his first store, Prince had 5 stores in 2010. Knowing that he needed more hands to help him grow the business faster, Robert pulled in his children to help professionalize and grow the company as they rebranded to Prince Hypermart. Envisioning that in 10 years' time, Prince had to have 10 times the number of stores, setting the initial target of 50 stores by 2020. The second generation thought he was crazy. It seemed too impossible and too difficult to grow so fast in the areas where he wanted to build. But fast forward to today, Prince ended the year 2018 with 52 stores, 2 years ahead of target, growing revenue with a compounded annual growth rate CAGR of 30% for the past 5 years, growing the number of people working in Prince from just 300 to now 7,000 employees in 8 years. Growing the number of people who shop daily in our stores to at least 100,000 daily shoppers, and growing the number of stores from 5 to 52 in 8 years, and consistently the fastest growing retailer in the country for the past 3 years. And it doesn't stop there. From 2010, when Prince was only in Cebu and Leyte in the Visayas, to Mindanao in 2012, to Negros Island in 2013, to Samar in 2015, to Iloilo in 2016, to Palawan in 2017, and finally to Central Luzon in 2018. Truly, Prince is now nationwide and present in all 3 major island regions in the country, covering the underserved towns all over the Philippines. And yet, the Prince team knows that beyond these numbers and achievements, what matters most is being able to serve more and more underserved Filipinos. Serving the underserved is Prince's mission, with a vision of having one Prince in every town in the country. As Prince has grown and expanded into underserved areas, the lives of the Filipinos in town changed as they have more access to affordable and quality goods daily. Money previously spent on transportation to the nearest city can now be used for other important things like education and health.
Ako si Rosemary Sinadri, taga Barangay Mambulak. Suki ako sang Prince Silay for 4 years. May nag-inform sa akon nga kaibigan nga isa man kasuki isang Prince Silay nga diri na lang kami sa Silay mangompra. Tungod makasave kami sa ngamon pamasahe, sa ngamon expenses, hindi na kami magkaon. Tapos makasave kami sa oras.
Not only do Prince's customers get to save more, they can buy things as they need it and get quality goods that can last them longer and branded trendy items.
Ako si Ophelia Sasa, nagpuyo sa Talisa, Hingot City, Purok Size, usa ka Platinum Royalty member. Kami nalipay gid mi kayo nga ang Princetown hingoog niabot gyud sa among syudad. Ang ilang mga produkto sab mga maayo o bag-o walay mga expire. Dayon kung unsay among mga likramo sa ilang mga trabahante, adto mi sa customer service o kini ilag yung aksyonan dayon busa ang amo sang pagpangumpra madali, hapsay og hamugaway gyud ang mong pagpangumpra og ang ilang mga cashier sad maisad mo entertain og dali ang ilang pagkwenta tungod kay moderno na ang ilang mga gamit.
Prince's customers also benefit from the many programs Prince offers. With their royalty program with instant rebates to help customers earn while they shop, as well as get a chance to avail of life and health insurance. They also offer microfinancing for sari-sari store owners to grow their business. These and many more as Prince continues to address the needs of their customers.
Ako si Sinaida Mata, taga Carmen. Sukad jud sa akong pagsugod pagpaninda. Diha nagiko sa Prince. Gamay pa kaayo ang tindahan sa Prince nya. Hantod karon naagihapon ko diha kay ang ilang mga staff sa diha mga maayo sa kaistanan. Entertainon magitag maayo. Nya kana ganing muratag prinsesa gud ug ana din ha. Nya kanang nasag sila mga benepisyo para anang kanang royalty card na amay ang royalty card na ay health insurance. Magamit sa ginanato lang kay kanagay nanatay edad magamit ginanato atong health insurance nya. Ang tanang sa royalty card redeem nako ni ana dili na nako ikuan og tinda. Ako nang ikuan og kanang butang kay kanagay nakita nga agi nako sa friends nya ang kanang mangumpra ko i-free delivery gina ihatod gina nila ang akong tinda.
With thousands of happy shoppers at Prince daily, it's not only the customers who benefit, but the employees as well. Serving the underserved does not only mean the customers who buy from Prince, but includes the people from the town who are given opportunities to grow their career and earn a stable income.
Ako gali si Jovic Artana, nagapuyo sa Barangay Rizal, Silay City, 31 years old. Nagaobra ko dire sa Prince Hypermart Silay, isa ka sales associate dire sa department store. Bali 5 years na ko dire nagaobra sa Prince Hypermart Silay. Sa una, isa ko ka high school, wife ako ka 4th year high school, 3rd year high school pa lang ko, damo na ko may na ubrahan, boy, janitor, tricycle driver. Kitungod nga ako nga father sa una, hindi yagid kaya tustusan ang amon nga kinahanglanon. So amo na nga nag-decision gid ko nga mangita ko sa obra biskan wala ako katapos. 1 year nga ang Prince Hypermart Silay nag-abre. Ging nag-apply ko, ging testing ako gid nga mag-apply. Amo na nga gapasalamat ko nga nabatong ko nila. Position nga sa una nga bagger. 5 years ko nga naging bagger sa Prince Hypermart Silay. Pero subong isa na ako ka SA, sales associate diri sa isa ka department store. Gapasalamat ko nga matustusan ko ang akon nga kinahanglanon sa akon pamilya labi na gid sa financial. Kag mapaeskwela ko ang akon nga duha ka bata sa maayong nga eskwelahan.
It is unusual to find businesses that invest in rural and underserved towns. But time and again, local government units see that when Prince opens in their town, the prices for basic goods go down. More people are employed and have a steady income. More businesses start up around town, and these improve the town's economy and livelihood.
I am Maria Carla Dagondon. I am currently working at Princetown, Hingoog. And I'm starting as a management trainee. Then I am promoted as assistant store operation manager. And 6 years na ko diri sa Prince. Happy ko sa Prince no nga diri gid ko nag-work tungod kay dako kay silang tabang nga nabuhat sa ako. When I was started to adjust no since I have 6 kids no. And then my husband wala gid siya trabaho so ako ra gid ang nagtrabaho. So si Prince gyud ang akong nadangpan and si Prince ang nag-help sa ako para mo bangon. Not only that, kanang nag-care sad sila sa imong family. Like what happened mga 2013, 2014, nabahaan mi. So si Prince ang nisagop sa amo no, giadto gi-rescue mi niya sa amuha kay bahaon man ang among place. So kato dako yung tabang si Prince kay nako yung mga gagmay nga bata. Na feel good nako ang presence ni Prince no, not only nga trabahante lang ko nila but kanang how kuansad sila mo care sa ilang mga tao. Happy ko kung unsa ko karon, kung unsay akong naabot no, kay siguro dili sad ko moabot ani nga posisyon kung dili sad tungod ni Prince.
As Prince continues to serve the underserved and reach more Filipinos, they change the lives of many and give them opportunities to grow and succeed. But the road has not been easy and is paved with difficulties.
Sometimes we do ask ourselves, why do we continue to serve the underserved even when it's difficult? In economics, there are just no economies of scale yet, as usually we're the first to open a modern retail store in the towns that we are in. Even our banks, telcos, logistic, and distribution partners do not have ready access and support for us in where we are in. Maybe because it's not beneficial and profitable for them to invest and frequent in these areas because the economy is just not big enough.
And yet, when there are no economies of scale, it makes it even more expensive for us to operate in these far-flung areas. But on the other hand, we are pressured by our business model to keep our costs low so that we can afford to give lower prices to our customers in these areas so they can afford it. And that is the pressure that we face every single day of our work life. That's why sometimes, honestly, we ask ourselves, is it even worth it?
And yet, if we don't, who will? Who will serve our marginalized kababayans in these farther areas and underserved towns? They are still people who need basic food and goods to live a dignified life.
If we give in to the pressure of the difficulty of serving the underserved and just go to the bigger and more profitable markets where we can do more business, what will happen to these Filipinos? These Filipinos will be just left on the sidelines, forgotten and underserved.
Worse, they will remain excluded from our country's growth. We all have to work together to make growth more inclusive and sustainable for people everywhere in the Philippines. We have to give a little more and sacrifice a little more of ourselves and our companies to do so much more for our fellow Filipinos. The task of building the nation can begin and continue with us if we choose to serve the underserved.